So, there is one more process which works exactly opposite to that of evaporation, that is nothing but condensation. It works quite opposite to evaporation. What is condensation? It is converting gases, molecules from gaseous state to the liquid state. One example we will consider. If I take a container, glass container, and pour some chilled water in it and keep a lid over here. This is chilled water. Taken from a, say, refrigerator, I will pour some water in it, up to half of it, and leave it. After certain time, you will observe that there are few drops of water on its surroundings, accumulated in surroundings. These drops of water will be till to the level where you have poured the water, that's it. You will not observe these drops of water in this area. To what level you have poured the chilled water surrounding this container, you will have all these few drops. So, how come you are getting these few drops of water over there outside the glass? It is because this chilled water, the temperature is very less. Because this temperature is very less, this portion of the glass, its temperature also gets very less, and it makes the water vapor which is in contact with the glass condense. So, the water vapor in the air will condense to form water droplets, and those water droplets are accumulated over the container, the glass, wherein you have the chilled water. This is a quite common example. Okay. Same is the case if you put, instead of chilled water, even if you take some ice cubes and put it in the glass container, you will be able to observe some few droplets of water surrounding it. Same way, you will observe some drops of water dripping out through the outlet of a AC, air conditioner, right. If you observe the split AC, you have one inlet and one outlet. Okay. In the outlet chamber, if you observe, there is a, near the outlet chamber, there is a pipe from the inlet where the inside portion is there. From that pipe, you will be observing that the water is dripping out. So, why are you observing this water dripping out? Because whatever the cooled air is there, surrounding the cooled air, the pipes, surrounding the pipes, you have the water being formed. So, that water is formed out of the water vapor present in the atmosphere. So, that is the process of condensation. Evaporation and condensation. These two are the phenomenon which are dependent on the surroundings, on the outside temperature, and will take place continuously. But one process which will take place at a particular temperature as far as water is concerned is boiling. Boiling of water will take place only at a particular temperature. To understand this, if I take a container which is having this chilled water or very low temperature, okay, take some water from a refrigerator, put it in a container and start heating it. You will put a thermometer to measure the temperature periodically. Periodically, say every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes. Okay. Note down the temperatures. Note down the time and temperature. Right. You start heating it. Initial temperature you note down, because this is the water taken out from the freezer compartment of the refrigerator. Okay. So, maybe it's some parts of ice are there. Okay. So, the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Starting from 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. You can note down the temperature, so the time and temperature in the graph. Initially, what will happen is the water is at 0 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature here in degrees Celsius. And for every 5 minutes or 2 minutes periodically, if you observe, you heat it. You will observe first all the water or the ice traces of ice, whatever it is present, it will completely convert to water at 0 degrees Celsius. Further you start heating, then what will happen is the temperature will gradually increase, okay, till it attains a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. Till it attains a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. It will continuously heat. Temperature is increasing. Further you heat, what you will observe is, you will observe that bubbles are formed from the bottom, they are pushing up. Okay. So, where the water is getting converted from water to water vapor. Even at 60 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Celsius, you will be able to observe some fumes of water, from some fumes above the surface of water. So, that is not boiling. Okay. So, it is the surface phenomenon taking place. So, the temperature of the water at the upper level is having enough energy to escape into the atmosphere. That is what is happening over there. But once the water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, you will be able to observe the bubbles formed at the bottom of the vessel, where the source of heat is there. From that particular location, you will be able to observe bubbles coming up, okay, and they are rising upwards, big bubbles. So this is nothing but boiling, and this, when you reach this boiling, you can note down the thermometer reading over there. The temperature will not cross beyond 100 degrees Celsius. You increase further, the temperature remains the same. Even though the time is increasing, temperature remains the same as 100 degrees Celsius. So this temperature is known as the boiling point of water, and it is 100 degrees Celsius. So boiling is the phenomenon which will take place at a particular temperature, and it is again depending on the nature of the liquids. So some of the liquids may have temperature, boiling temperature at say lower temperature, not 100 degrees Celsius, say 80 degrees Celsius itself. Okay. And this boiling of water also depends upon another factor called atmospheric pressure. Okay. So for the same reason, you are using pressure cookers to cook food at a higher temperature than boiling point of water. It is a quite common observation where you wanted to cook some rice. What you will do? You will take some rice, mix some water, and then start boiling. Okay. So the water starts boiling at 100 degrees Celsius and cooking takes place at the temperature. So it will take certain amount of time. Without lid and with lid, there is a difference again. So to increase the boiling point, okay, increase the boiling point, what you will do is, you will cook the rice in a vessel, and that particular vessel is nothing but pressure cooker. If you are using a pressure cooker, what is happening is, there is a pressure build-up over there, that the pressure over the surface of water is increasing, thereby increasing the boiling point of water. Once the boiling is increasing at a higher temperature because of the higher pressure, okay, so the food inside the pressure cooker is being cooked at a higher temperature, thereby it will cook faster, and that is the concept involved in using the pressure cookers. Okay. Here you are increasing the boiling point because of increased pressure. Okay. So this concept is, there is a difference between boiling and evaporation. Evaporation is process which will take place continuously, but boiling will take place at a particular temperature. And condensation is also a phenomenon which will take place continuously. And opposite to boiling, we have one more called melting. Now you have seen observing this, heating the water at this to a particular temperature beyond 100 degrees Celsius, it is converting to vapor. Now cut off the burner and keep it like that. You again note down the temperature, or it will come to a room temperature, slowly it will cool down, it will say reach a temperature of cooling, room temperature, say 25 degrees Celsius. Still try to cool it. Okay. You keep the vessel in the refrigerator. What will happen? Slowly the temperature of the water in the vessel will go down. It will reach 0 degrees Celsius. Once it reaches 0 degrees Celsius, still if you start cooling it, what will happen is it will convert its state from liquid to solid. Liquid state is water, but once you convert it to solid state, that is nothing but ice. So what is transferring is solidification. So you are converting water in the liquid state to solids, that is nothing but ice. Okay, that is nothing but freezing. That is freezing. Freezing is a process where you are converting a liquid into a solid state by cooling its temperature, by taking out the heat from it. Opposite to freezing is nothing but melting. You heat the ice, okay, take some ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius, put it in a vessel and start heating it. Slowly it will rise the temperature from minus 10 to 0. Okay, the temperature of ice will reach 0 from minus 10. Till then it will increase its temperature. Further heating, what will happen is the temperature will not increase beyond 0, but what happens is it will start melting. Okay, it will go from solid state to liquid state. So there is a change of state. Okay, this process of converting solid to liquid is called melting. So either you call it as boiling or freezing, okay, or melting or condensation. All these processes involve change of state. Change of state of a material from one state to the other state. We have liquid state, gas state, solid state. These are the three states of matter what we have. Okay, if I take a solid and I go on heating it, a stage will come where it will convert to a liquid, and that is what you call melting. Okay, once all the solid is converted to liquid, now it is in the liquid state, you start heating it. Okay, this melting is changing in state. Whenever there is a change in state, there is no temperature change. It is a same change in temperature, same temperature. For understanding this, we will consider one example.